Thank you. So the phone rings, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they found me. Oh, can I not get away no matter what happens? So the thing is, this isn't just any phone. This is the phone in the bathroom of a hotel halfway across the world. And and I'm not just sitting around waiting for a call. I happen to be lying on the bathroom floor in excruciating pain. I've been vomiting for hours, and the other end is even worse. So the reason I'm here, in fact, is because I had the great privilege and good fortune of having an inheritance windfall at the same time I had a large amount of time I could take from work, and I wanted to get away from everybody. I was tired of people. I was tired of people needing everything all the time and pinging me all the time. I wanted to be totally off grid, so I went halfway around the world, and Thailand was the only place that had a little opening with COVID, so I took it. But here I am. Here I am in Thailand, sick as a dog, and they still find me. So, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I reach up and I pick up the phone and I say, hello? And they say, hello, Mr. Lowry, this is the front desk. I'm thinking, front desk, oh my God, what do they want? So, just says, Mr. Lowry, you were walking by earlier and you didn't look so good. So I just wanted to call and check up on you. And I thought, oh, that's really nice. I said, I'm not feeling so great. And she said, well, would you like to see a doctor? I said, you know what? I would love to see a doctor. So she says, okay, the taxi will be here in 5 minutes, and hangs up. I'm like, oh. So really quickly, I get dressed, I get a bag in case I need it, and I get a bunch of towels to sit on, because there is nothing that's happened so far to me that would not be far worse if it happened in the taxi cab. So anyway, I shamble out to the taxi, to the lobby, just as the taxi's getting there. So I get in, and Tuk Ta is talking to the driver, and she's talking in Thai, and that's when it suddenly occurs to me that, oh my gosh, I don't speak a word of Thai. He doesn't speak a word of English. And they're taking me to a hospital where they probably don't speak a word of English. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what do I got? And then a minute later, Tuk Ta opens the door next to me, slides in next to me, and says, Mr. Lowry, you don't speak any Thai. You need somebody to walk you through this. And I'm just thinking, thank you. Oh, thank you. So anyway, she was fantastic with this. So we get to, it turns out we weren't going to the doctors. We were going to the emergency room. So we get to the emergency room, and she guides me through everything. Now, the doctors, once they take a good, strong look at my insurance, I mean my symptoms, they say, he really needs to stay overnight. So as we're going up to the room, Tuk Ta takes me aside. She says, the food here is really awful. I'm going to go get you some stuff to eat. So she runs out and gets me some stuff to eat. We get up to the room. They put an IV. They give me some medicines. I'm doing okay. And Tuk Ta comes back with a great bounty. And she's talking to the nurse. And then she turns to me and she says, they tell me that because of COVID, there are no visitors. So if I leave, I can't come back, and I don't want you to be here alone overnight. So I'm going to stay here with you. And I was just, I teared up even in the state I was in. But I said, no, you have to go back to your family. Thank you. I appreciate it, but please. So anyway, the next day I wasn't feeling good, but I was feeling okay. Like instead of spending the day lounging around in the hospital room, I felt doing nothing. I felt good enough to lounge around in my hotel room doing nothing. So they let me go, and I got to the hotel. I stopped by the front desk. Tuk Ta wasn't there, but I left her a nice note, and I go to my room. And the hospital food was awful. It really was. And so I'd eaten all of Tuk Ta's stuff early, but I hadn't eaten anything in quite a while. I was famished. So I go in to my hotel room. I pick up the phone and dial room service, because all the restaurants are closed because of COVID. So it's room service on. So I dial room service. It says, and on the other end, the answer said, "Hello, Mr. Lauer." I said, "Hello. I would love a hamburger and some French fries." And she says, "No." I'm like, "No? Is this room service?" "Yes, Mr. Lowry, this is room service. But with your stomach, you really shouldn't be having that. You should be having something much more bland. Say, a pork chop and a big bowl of rice." I'm like, I thought about it for a second. I'm like, yeah, she's probably right. And it still sounded delicious. So I said, okay, let's do that. She said, "Well, would you like some bread with that?" I said, "Sure." She said, "Okay, do you want white, rye, or another type of bread?" And I was like, "You're the expert in what I should eat. Why don't you tell me?" And she says, white toast." So, so I had it. It was fantastic. And as I'm picking up the phone to dial room service to tell them to pick up my stuff, I thought, you know, what an amazing bunch of people I found. I came here to get away from people, but what I found was people. Really, really good people. I'm so lucky. Thank you.